download the app, delete your Mind Body app, and then use that app, the new EPY one, to schedule your classes. We promise no annoying notifications, but it will give you all access to the studios, anything you could possibly want to know. And with that, let's get started. Child's pose. Take a few breaths here to get acquainted with your mat. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Nancy, online. Settle your palms down and start to find that Ujjayi breath. When I say Ujjayi breath, I'm talking about big inhales followed by full exhales. A deepening of the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Press your palms down. Come to downward facing dog. Let's get connected through your hands here. Press your palms down into the mat. Let your chest drop down towards the mat as well. Take a full breath in. Big breath out. Walk your feet up to your hands. Come to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Long, flat spine here. Nice job. You can use your hands either at your thighs or your shins. Press back through your hands to help lengthen out your spine. That's it. Now from here, keeping your hands on your knees, I want you to pull the pit of your belly up and let your head drop down. Hips stay at the same height. That's it. Pull the pit of your belly up. Ragdoll. Nice job. Take a breath in. A breath out. Roll up to standing. Extended mountain breathe in. Hands down to heart center. So to start class today, we'll chant Om 3 times. Breathe in, reach up, and exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, down dog. 2 breaths now, in and out. One more time, breathe in, breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain, reach up through your fingertips, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. 2 breaths, eyes to the back of your mat. One more time, breathe in, breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain, press down through your heels, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. 2 breaths, in and out. Fuller this time, breathe in, fill up your lungs. Breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain, breathe in, go for the back bend, fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. 2 breaths. One more time. In, breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain drishti to the ceiling. Fold. Halfway lift, eyes to one point. Keep your eyes there, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. 2 more breaths. One more breath. In, out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair, eyes to one point, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side warrior one. Press the foot down, breathe in, lift up, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side warrior one. Get low in the lunge, chaturanga. Up dog, and then down dog. 2 breaths. Let your chest drop down towards the mat. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Nice job. Fold. Chair pose. Sit deep. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side warrior one. Eyes up to the ceiling. Look through your fingertips. Chaturanga. Nice job. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Plant the foot, look up, chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Yeah, that's it. Breathe in, then sigh it out. One more time, breathe in, sigh it out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, breathe in, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side warrior one. Eyes to one point. Focus there, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, eyes to one point, down dog. Find the state of non-reactivity here. Find the calm within the storm. One more breath. Breathe in. Let it go. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Breathe in. Find one point to look at. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog, eyes to one spot, down dog. Right side warrior one. Eyes to the ceiling, chaturanga. Up dog, eyes up, down dog, eyes back. Left side warrior one. Breathe in, eyes to one spot, chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. That's it. Take 2 big breaths here. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out, and then bring your right leg up. I know. Lift that heel straight up towards the ceiling. Get long. Bend your knee. Flip your dog. Come the whole way over into this flip dog so that you're opening up your right shoulder. That's it. You can even start to extend your hand here. Nice job, Ray. Reaching up and out through that right top hand, creating the fullest pose that you can. Stay for 2 more breaths. Find one point to look at. Let that be your anchor. And then we'll come back over. High plank and into side plank. Eyes to the ceiling. You find the calm point. Your body might be shaking. You might be having the fullest expression of your pose here, getting to the really hard stuff, but keep your eyes at that one point. Attention to one spot, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and then down dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. Left leg up and back. Press the center of your heel straight up towards the ceiling. Get tall. Now bend your top knee. Open up your hip. Take it over flip dog. Both feet press evenly down into the mat. That's it. Press through your heels. Press through the ball mound of your big toe. Really paying attention to your feet here. Are they on 12 o'clock, pointing right out in front of you? Check it out. Stay for one more breath, keeping your focus on your feet, and then come back over. High plank and into side plank. Nice job. Now eyes up, looking straight past your top middle finger. I want you to keep your attention here. Like you're drilling a hole into the wall through your eyes. That's it. One singular focus. And then chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Right side crescent lunge. Yeah, I know you got to keep it moving in the morning. Bring your front foot out 3 inches farther in front of you. Yeah, that's it, Angela. Good adjustment there. Now, eyes up between your fingertips. So you're staring up at the ceiling. As you sit your hips low in the pose, nice job. Now bring your attention up to the ceiling. There's this equal and opposite reaction here of your hips sitting low in the pose while you reach up tall through your fingertips. Create length here. One more breath. You have it. Hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Now 3 breaths. Find the deepest, fullest extent of the pose. That's 1. Breathe in and let it go for 2. Last one, deep breath in, full breath out. Breathe in, rise up, crescent lunge, and into warrior 2. Yeah, eyes over your front fingertips. Find the balance of the pose. Get 2 inches lower into the lunge. This practice of non-reactivity is finding the moments where it's hard. Finding the moments of the practice where you want to escape your pose and instead choosing to take a breath, choosing to stay, because you can do pretty much anything for one more breath. That's it. One more time. Extended side angle. Reach that top palm up over the front of your head, reaching towards the front of your mat. That's it. Isabel, like you're going to give me a high five up here. That's it. Nice job. Yeah, press that top hand forwards, fullest extent. This is it. Get 2 inches lower in the lunge. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Take a clearing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Left side crescent. See, once you get all that breath out, you're ready to go again. Now get your back heels so that they're stacked on top of your back toes. That's it. Really leaning forwards into the front of the lunge. Isabel, you've got like 3 more inches you can come down there. Get low in this lunge. Nice job. Now, soften your back knee. Bring a little bit of malleability to the pose. When you find the softness in your back knee, find that you can drop your hips 1 inch lower. Yeah, you got this, Tracy. I know. I see you. Eyes up between your fingertips. You have this. 1 more breath. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Only 3 breaths here. Breathe with your neighbors. One more time. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Eyes over your front fingertips. This is the pose where I tell myself that I don't have it. That it's too early, that my body doesn't want to do this work, I'm sore, my leg's not strong enough, whatever it is, there's a no in front of me, and you have to start to push past that. Yeah, that's the breaking point for you in the pose. That's the edge of the pose for you. Like I said, you can do anything for 1 more breath. Stick it out. You have it. Last one. extended side angle. Nice job. Reach your top hand up over your head. There you go. Create a full reach through the pose. That's it, Tracy. Reach up here through your fingertips. Nice job. One more breath, everyone. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Take an inhale, followed by a full exhale. Feet to hands. That's it. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Nice job. Sit low into your heels, like you're pressing them down into the mat, cementing them down into the mat. Create the foundation of the pose so that it supports you. When you're pressing your heels down like this, you're bringing energy, you're bringing life into your legs. Put your attention onto your feet. Hug your fingertips. I meant lift your toes up towards your face. That's it. Sit 2 inches lower. Nice job. Challenge yourself. You have it. Just one more breath and then fold. Pointer fingers around your big toes. Feet out to the edge of your mat. Let your head drop down. Take clearing exhales here. I mean by that, by exhaling fully. You're letting go of like any old lingering air in your lungs. Let all of that out. With it, let any lingering energy, anything that's not serving you in your practice today, let that go right here too. Use your breath to create that. Each exhale. Nice job, Ray. One more time. Crow pose. Oh, yeah, crow pose. Yeah, I thought I meant chair too, but I mean crow today. So, crow for 5. That's it. You just have to try it on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back, chaturanga. Nice job, everyone. Up dog. Down dog. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair round 2. Well, you knew we were going to do chair round 2. There was no way we weren't doing it. So sit your hips down 2 inches lower. Immediately go for the edge of the pose that you know is there for you. That's it. Take your full breath in. Hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Now start to twist your top shoulder open towards the ceiling. Nice job. Creating that twist open. Sit your hips back 1 more inch. Twist up towards the ceiling. That's it. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Exhale, twist left. Oh, I know, both sides. Hips low, heart high, drishti to the ceiling. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. We're looking to twist up. This is it, last breath. Nice job. Inhale, rise up, chair pose. Good stuff, Damien. Forward fold. Bring your feet out to the edges of your mat. Tuck your fingertips underneath your wrists. Or, well, your wrists underneath your toes is really what I was going for here. Drop your head down. Find a feeling of relaxation, restoration, rejuvenation in this pose. Yeah, here you get to recharge your battery for the rest of practice. Poses like this are kind of setting the foundation for the whole practice. So use this pose to set the foundation that you want. Be up to something bigger than yourself this morning. Crow round 2. See, now you're ready for it. Ready, set, second crow. Because why do it once when you could try it on twice? Hug your low belly up and in. That's it. You have it. Take 1 more deep breath here. Chaturanga. Nicely done. Upward facing dog and down dog. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Eagle right side. Right arm under, right leg over. Sit 2 inches lower in your hips immediately. Put your drishti, your gaze, on one point that's not moving. And then switch sides. Left side eagle, left arm under, left leg over. This is now week 3 of 40 days. The week 3 theme is equanimity. That's this section of our practice right here. Switch sides, right arm under, right leg over, second set, eagle. And equanimity starts right here with eagle. In that first pose that you get into. Equanimity is the art of meeting life as it meets you. Calmly, without drama or fuss. Switch sides. Left side eagle, left arm under, left leg over, last eagle. Take it to the fullest extent of the pose. Sit your hips down. Hug your front ribs into center. Find the calmness in the storm. Stand right in the eye of it, the center of it. And then inhale, rise up. Take right side standing leg raise. You can go for your knee first and then your toes if you're up to that today. But whatever it is, choose the pose that challenges you. If you find that grabbing your knee is pretty easy, but you're not ready to extend your leg yet, you can always grab your toes, but leave your knee bent. That's it. Hug your foot into center line. Put your eyes on one point. That's it. Find that drishti point. One more time. It's okay if you fall out. Just get back in and then switch sides. Left side standing leg raise. Left knee, left toes. Go for the version of the pose that's a challenge for you. Now let's set up this idea of equanimity, of meeting uncertainty with calmness, of meeting falling over with breath, of taking one more breath, feet to the mat. Let's take airplane. Bind your fingers behind your back. Do a little finger bind. You can either do it this way with your fingers interlocked. I like to do it for this pose with my thumbs interlaced, but you can choose however you'd like to do it. Make sure you're pressing down through your hands and back, then go for airplane. Create length. That's it. Flex your raised foot. Press your fingertips back. Your fingertips pressing back are going to let your chest open up 1 inch wider, giving you this sort of up dog looking chest. That's it. Stay. Now, if you can keep this hand bind, go for half moon, keeping the bind nice and slow. And when you're ready, you can choose to either keep your hands here and stay bound in half moon, or you can open up your arms. But I love that transition. I think it's fun. Now lift your top foot up. Yeah, your half moon looks like what it's going to look like today. That's okay. Lift up one more time. Feet to the mat. Shake it out if you need to. I know it can be a lot when you're on one hip. Let's set it up as fresh. This is another side. So take your finger bind, and whichever one you chose last time, choose the opposite one. So if you interlace your fingers, try interlacing your thumbs. Now, go for airplane. Kicking out, pressing out through your back foot like you're about to stand on a wall. There should be as much tension, as much energy going into your raised foot as there is with your foot standing on the ground. Make both as important in the pose. Both holding you here. Now, keeping your hands laced, slowly move to half moon. That's it, using all of your core muscles to create this twist up towards the ceiling. Nice job. Take one more breath. Feet to the mat. Good. Shake it out. Yeah, I know. You gotta like clear it out of your body when you've done some of these poses. Let's go for right side dancer. Now you can go back to your inner ankle in any way that you'd like. Soft part of your elbow reaches out. If that means a strap for you, if that means a resistance band, however it looks, go for dancer. Make this one your default dancer. Fall into it. Create the biggest pose that you've got right now. This is it, and then switch sides. Dancer round one on the left side. Grab your ankle, grab your strap, your resistance band, go for the pose. Let yourself just land here however it looks this morning. Dancer, and then we'll switch sides. Good. So you've got it figured out now. You know what dancer feels like. Right side. You found the fullest extent in the first side the first time you took on this pose. Now expand upon that. Flex your top foot and press your shin back with the same amount of energy. Reach forwards through your front hand. That's it. Pressing back, feet to the mat. Switch sides, left side dancer. Here, I'm going to come out as a little hand support there for you. Nice job. Now press against my palm so that you can press back through your back shin. Flex your top foot. Don't worry, I'm not going to go anywhere. You've got it. I've got you. Take one more breath, and then we'll go feet to the mat. Nice job. All right. Tree pose. My favorite of all the equanimity poses. Bring your hands to heart center. This is my favorite way to do this pose. Press your thumb knuckles against your chest. Go for your tree on the right side. Yeah, you've got it. Feet set up. Eyes to one point. Create centering here. A deep felt sense of self. A familiarity in the balance. A familiarity in your body. Switch sides. Bring your left foot up and then hands to heart center. Eyes to one point. As you set your gaze to your one spot, find stillness in your body. An inner revolution is not about taking control. Control has no healthy place in our lives and only robs us of our serenity. We think we change things by taking charge, by grabbing the bull by the horns. But if you think about it, grabbing a bull by the horns would be a crazy thing to do. We find change by finding equanimity and learning to relax right in the middle of conflict-filled moments. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Big breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Up dog. Down dog. Right side triangle. Front foot comes out in between your hands. Lift your top left hand up towards the ceiling. That's it. Go for your fullest triangle. Start to reach your top hand up and back behind you. Find the balance of the pose. The balance between over effort, pushing too hard into it, too big, and then under effort. Not asking yourself to do enough. This might be a moving between one side to the other. Yeah, you're going to find it in both places. Find that sweet spot for yourself. And then we'll inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forwards, side facing, wide-legged, forward fold. Sorry. There you go. Nice job. Now you can choose to bind your hands, or my mama's personal favorite, bring your fingertips out in front of you on the mat or on the ground out in front of you, and then press your hips back. That's it. Nicely done. You can bring your fingertips out even a few more inches. You've got it. Here, bring your fingertips out to like there. That's it. Now press your hips back. Let your head drop down. Get long in the pose. Now walk your hands back into center, back in towards you, and then we'll breathe in, rise up. For Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Big toes face the front of your mat. Hands interlaced behind your back. Press your hips backwards and fold forwards. Create length in your spine. Eyes open. Keep the drishti here, your gaze. Use it to build the pose, to build intensity even here. Soften your front knee a little bit. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Nice job. Let your head totally fold forwards. If you're somebody who loves twisting triangle and is dying to take it on, do that. But otherwise, I challenge you to stay. Press your hips backwards. Letting your front knee straighten out just a little bit more. Finding a little extra intensity in your front hamstring. That's the back side of your front leg. Eyes to one spot. Breathe in. And breathe out, chaturanga. Nice job. Move through up dog with a breath in. Down dog, breathe out. Left side triangle. Front foot comes up. Back foot flat on the mat. Top hand releases up towards the ceiling. That's it. Oh, I was just about to suggest a block for you. You read my mind. That's it. There you go, Tracy. Now reach up through that top hand. Here, I think you've got a little more space that you could try on. Try bringing your hand down to the block there. Using your bottom hand almost as like a third piece of the foundation of your pose. So not only your 2 feet are the foundation, also your bottom hand. Nice job. One more breath. Breathe out. And then inhale, rise up. Yes, we're skipping side facing wide-legged forward fold today on this side. Both face forwards. Hands on your hips. And then fold with a flat back. I think there's a lovely extra stretch that can be found here just by focusing on pressing your fingers into your hip creases so that you're actively pressing your hips backwards. That's it. Nice job. Ready? Pay attention to this hip pressing back on this side. That's it. Press back a little bit harder over here. You got it. Nice job. Bring your fingertips down to the mat and let your head fold towards your front leg. Press actively through both heels into the mat. Breathe in. Exhale and fold a little bit deeper. That's it. Breathe in and fold. One more time. Breathe in, fold. Inhale and exhale, chaturanga. Nice job. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Now roll out into your high plank. That's it. Getting your shoulders stacked directly over top of your wrists. We're going to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now, grab your locust pose regular way this time. Ready, set, locust. Press down, lift up, hands reaching up and behind you. Spread your fingertips. Get long in the pose. Going for a stretch, starting the whole way at your head, reaching all the way down to your toes. That's it. One more breath in. Come back down. Nice job, everybody. Oh, there was a block up here. So this time, you're going to grab your block, place it on your low back. Nice job. Now take your hands on the wide parts of the block. You're going to press in like this through your palms. Yeah, letting your hands go along. Here, look, I can demo one more time. Now for locust pose, you're going to press into this block, lifting it up off your back. Locust pose, round 1. using just your palms to lift up the block. Your arms are really going to turn on here. That's okay. Press back, Isabel. You've got this. One more breath here, and then come back down. Who knew that their arms should be working in locust pose? The first time I did this and somebody was like, oh yeah, look at your arms. They do some work here. I said, excuse me. Locust pose was never hard in my arms. Don't tell me to do that. Upward facing dog. Don't worry, you can get rid of the blocks. Eyes up to the ceiling. Take a big stretch all the way from your toes up through your pelvis, lifting your thighs up off the mat. Knees to the ground. Camel. Now I love doing camel with my block in between my knees, so that's how we're going to do it today. I call this every class now because I used to hate camel. So put your block in between your knees, and then you're going to scoot your knees so that they're as close as humanly possible to this block. Now, you're going to squeeze into the block. I mean, really, you got to create some pressure here. Squeeze into the block like you're going to break this thing apart. Put your hands on your low back where your back pockets would be, and then lift up through your chest, keeping the squeeze between your block. You might notice that there's less of a back bend that you can get here. That's okay. Create the awareness in your front side. I'm sure you feel it. As you press through that block, it's connecting all those big muscles up the front side of your body. On your next breath in, roll up. And take a high hero, sit back onto your ankles. Whew. I'd like a little reset here. Breathe in, breathe out, and then we'll do it one more time. So get your knees scooted in here. I know it's a very ridiculous looking little scoot I do, but that's okay. Now hug your knees into center, tucking your toes underneath of your heels. Hands on your low back. Hugging in through your knees, lift up. Hug your front ribs into center. You're paying attention to the front side of your body here. Hug in through your knees, even harder if you've got it. That's it, Angela. I saw that. One more breath in, and then come out of the pose. Let's make our way to down dog. I like down dog all of a sudden after this pose. Let your chest drop down to the mat. Bend your knees a little bit. That's it. Okay. Eyes up to your fingertips on the count of 3. We're going to jump through to a seated position. On 3, 2, 1. Move to a seated position. Nicely done. And then roll the whole way back. Let's take our blocks today for bridge pose. So bridge with the block in between your knees. Nicely done. Roll back. Block between your knees, press your heels down, lift your hips up, bridge round 1. Now get your shoulders tucked underneath of yourself. Now with your fingertips just about to brush your heels, you're good, Angela. And then I'm going to come around really quickly for all of you guys in the studio and check out that your feet are facing straight over here at 12 o'clock. So Angie, you can pull your toes in a little bit more. Oops, other way. There you go. That's it. Damien, I got you over here. Toes in just a little bit more. Nicely done. One more time, pressing in through the block. Press down, lift up. Okay, and come down. Knees side to side. Now we're actually going to reset here, block between your ankles. So you're going to go the long way with the block now, so that you've got the wide part between both ankles. Yeah, that's it. Like this. Long way, that's it. So the longest part is pressing against both sides of your ankles. Now press down through your heels, lift up through your hips, bridge pose round 2. Yeah, this really fixes the whole idea of are your feet on 12 o'clock? Because you can't not be at 12 o'clock like this. Take one more breath and then come back down. All right, you know what we've got up in front of us. You can remove your blocks. 6 wheel, 6 bridges, whatever works for you. Are you ready? Are you set? Now let's go. Press down, lift up, bridge or wheel, round 1. This is it. You have it. Press down, lift up. Okay, chin tucks, come back down. Knees side to side. Ready? set. Press down. Here, a little bit lower with your hands. There. Press down, lift up, round 2. Nice job. For 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, come back down. That's it. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Press down, lift up, round 3. Here it is. Bridge or wheel. Create it for yourself. Eyes to one point. Deep breath in. Tuck your chin, come back down. Exhale. All right, breathe in. Let it go. Press down, lift up. Inhale, round 4. Here it is. Eyes open. See what you see. Feel what you feel. Take a deep breath and then come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Press down, lift up, breathe in. Round 5. Eyes open. Find the calm in the storm. One more breath and then come back down. Last pose. Are you ready? Are you set? Go. Press down, lift up, breathe in. Fullest wheel yet. For 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Close your eyes. Create a felt sense of self. Feel your breath moving under your palms. Feel your heart beating. Find a sense of centering. Of your attention, of your spirit moving into yourself. It's a feeling of deep familiarity. Because this self, this body, this person that you've been, this is still you. You are whole, perfect, and complete. You are not broken. There is nothing to fix here. Because you are who you are. Your body is a part of you. And there's nothing wrong. So when you build this sense of familiarity, it's a path that you've walked before because you know yourself. You know who you are. You know what makes you happy. You do know. Even in the moments where you don't know, this sense of self will always be here for you. You can listen to your heartbeat. You can listen to your breath. You can listen to the heat that you can build in your body. This is you. Move to happy baby with your hands at the outer edges of your feet. And I say happy baby here because nobody wants to be a dead bug. So rock from right to left. I always love this pose. There's something so happy and new about picturing a happy baby rocking back and forth. Be this happy new version of you. Bring your feet up to 90 degrees. Flex your feet so that you're looking at your toes. Anchor your hips down into your mat and anchor your lowest ribs down. So there's a little square of your belly here, and that's the part of you that you're keeping on the mat. Now, reach your fingertips up towards your toes. We're going to curl our head and chest, not that square part, up off of the mat to reach our toes for 20. Yeah, that's it. 19. Just reaching up towards your toes. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Breathe. 12, 11, 10. Nice and slow and controlled. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your shins to 90 degrees. Fingertips behind your ears. We're sticking with this square. Your lowest ribs melted onto the mat. Your hips melted onto the mat. That part of you doesn't move. Now we're going to keep going nice and slow. You got this, Ray. Right elbow, left knee. Back and forth for 20. Nice and slow. 18. Feet flexed. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Take just a big breath here. Knees in. Let that breath go. And then we'll rock head to toe 3 times. Ready for it? 1, 2, 3, come up for, ooh, you know what? We have blocks today. We're going to do this. So Kathy and Nancy at home, you're both going to need a block or any other object in your house that you can move easily. So what we're going to be doing is you take your block, you put it behind you. Then without your block, bring the hands the whole way back around, grab it again, bring it over behind you. Switch to the other side, bring it over behind you. Feet flexed, just like you're in boat pose. Switching the block from side to side. Yeah, your water bottle also works. I know. It's back and forth for 10, 9, 8. Sit back a little bit further. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we only did one side, right? Now let's do this one more time. Take your block in your hands. Place it behind you. Drop the block. Now come the whole way to the other side. Grab the block. Drop it behind you. Turn around. Grab the block. Drop it behind you. I've definitely done that one before. You just kind of got to like pat it over there for 20. I can't remember how long we did this the other side. I think we did it for 10, 9, feet flexed, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Did you guys like that? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down. Medium. It can be a thumbs down, by the way. When I say like give me a thumbs up, you can be like, that's just not it for me. That's okay. 3 times, and then we're going to make our way to down dog. Move to, we're going to do a sciatic nerve stretch today instead, because I feel like it. So from your downward facing dog, you're going to want to take something that can slip, if you have it, beside you, like a rag or a towel or a face mask, whatever it is. You don't actually have to have this item, but take your left leg, and then you're going to cross it underneath of yourself. That's it. So you've got the cross now. And then what you're going to do is press your heel out as you slowly slide down towards the mat. Nice job. You're going to feel a stretch around the outside of your hip, this bottom hip. Now you can choose to either stay up like this, or you can come down onto your forearms. Now, if you need to de-intensify the pose, if you've got way too much happening in your hip here, you can bend your knee and that'll take the intensity of the pose down or bring your ankle down farther. But if you need to intensify the pose and take the heat up a little bit, bring your heel up a little bit higher and then press out through your heel, really flexing your foot. Now, who feels something in the side of your leg? Okay, a thumbs up. Are we feeling things? Yes, yes. Angela, was that a head shake? Okay, good stuff. One more time. How's this feeling in your leg? You got it? Okay, good stuff. That's all right. Now, eyes to one point and breathe. This sciatic nerve stretch I teach in a lot of my classes, and that's because most of us spend all day either standing and working or sitting down and working. When you start to feel that pinching that happens in the sides of your low back, that's your sciatic nerve going, it's waving the white flag. It says, hello, I can't do this anymore. I'm dying over here. Please help. So this is one of those sciatic nerve stretches. It's a pretty difficult part of your body to stretch. That's why I call this a Goldilocks and the Three Bears pose. Because sometimes the porridge is way too hot. You got to turn it down. And sometimes the porridge is way too cold and you got to turn it up. It all depends on how much time you've spent stretching your sciatic nerve. And then also just generally how much stress your life puts on that nerve. And sometimes you're going to find after a few breaths, the intensity turns down a little bit. So if you need to turn it back up, just flex your foot, pressing your heel out. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Then move through downward facing dog. Nice job. Stretch your legs out. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee. And then we're going to move to the opposite side. So from down dog, take your right leg to the left side of your body. Now you're going to focus on lowering your hips down so that both hip points are facing the floor. Keep your foot flexed as you press out and lower down. Nice job. Now, since this is a Goldilocks and the Three Bears pose, the two sides are different. I'm going to need a thumbs up if this is okay. If you've got a stretch, but you're also not dying. Thumbs down if you're dying. Definitely a thumbs down if you're dying. Keep your eyes open and then breathe. You might need to take a sigh or two here. A sigh is like a physical way that you can tell your body, guys, we need to move into a relax mode and out of a fight or flight mode. You're moving from your parasympathetic nervous system over to your sympathetic nervous system. Keep your eyes open. See what there is to see in this pose. Feel what there is to feel. If your hip's tight, let that be that. Okay, cool. My hip's tight today. Don't make that hip be a good thing or a bad thing. Just let it be. The experience is what it is. There's nothing good or bad about it. Having a lot of intensity here or not feeling much at all, there's nothing to fix in it. And you can make some modifications and adjustments, but you're not fixing the pose. It's not broken. Your body's not broken. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Move to downward facing dog. Now you can stretch your legs out, do what you need to, and then we'll move through to a seated position. For a seated forward fold, both legs in front of you. Inhale, reach your fingers up. Exhale, reach your fingertips towards your toes. Yeah, you got it. Feet flexed. Pulling your pinky toes back towards your face. That's it, Isabel. Good stuff. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let your head drop. And then inhale, sit up. Move to tabletop. Fingertips behind you. Facing your toes. Press your heels down. Hips up. Head drops back. Now, as a pro tip, you can rock forwards and backwards here to stretch out the front side of your shoulders. This is always how I end up taking this pose now. Come the whole way back down onto your mat. And then we're going to move up to waterfall. So block underneath of your hips, feet straight up towards the ceiling. If you're dying to get up in a shoulder stand, up in a headstand or handstand, go for that. Feet flexed, heels reaching up towards the ceiling. That's it. Kathy, flex your feet. Good job. No problem. Hug your knees up into your chest and roll the whole way down onto your mat. From here, knees into chest one more time. Let your knees fall to the right side of your body, eyes over your left shoulder for supine twist. For those of you in the studio, there's a cold eye towel by the upper right-hand corner, I hope, of your mat. Buddha taught us that throughout our lives, we should expect to encounter 4 specific joys and their opposites: pleasure and pain, gain and loss, praise and blame, fame and disrepute. Switch sides, knees to the left, eyes to the right. The world conditions us to seek unchanging pleasure, gain, praise, and fame. The problem is that things don't always work out that way. When we experience pain, loss, blame, and disrepute, we take it personally, as if something is deeply wrong with us. Shavasana. Equanimity releases us from unrealistic expectations about what life should be and allows us to stay centered amid the inevitable highs and lows. Here's a question. Can you see yourself as the person who maintains composure on a sinking ship, which allows you to help save the lives of others on board? In truth, our equanimity is full of courage, and it can save lives, including our own. Your focus in practice can be to practice equanimity. You will discover that when you want to come out of a pose is the moment when you come face to face with your psychology. When you hit a threshold, and we all have thresholds, it's an opportunity to see yourself clearly and ask the winds of grace to carry you. Remember, they are always there, willing and ready to carry you if you just raise your sails. Take a breath in, breathe out. Hug your knees up into your chest. Rock onto the right side of your body. Place your forehead on the mat. Make your way up into a seated position. We'll reach our fingertips up into the air, hands down to center. We'll close class today with one big Om. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thank you all for coming, for showing up this morning, for doing the work. I hope you know that it means something to me that you're here on your mat, and it means something to your yogi neighbors who are here with you. And Kathy, Nancy online, that includes you too. Thanks for showing up this morning. By the way, if you love the methodology, which is the things that we talk about in class, it's the work beyond the pose. If you hear something along the lines of that, where you're like, ooh, this is a little bit more than just a workout. If you're interested in methodology, I highly recommend trying Access. So Access is our 250-hour yoga teacher training, but you don't necessarily have to become a yoga teacher out of it. I'd say at least 50% of our students go into the training never intending to teach. They just want to do it to learn more about their practice and about the methodology. But if you're interested in it, that's the best place to go. That's it. And you can talk to me about that or look online.